team.
Yeah, Toronto's had a bit of a roller coaster ride since then. They've had some good seasons, but the consistency hasn't been there for them.
Now, here's Doncic. Last game with 30 points. Drops in the tray. Irving's got 5.
Look, this is how you draw it up coming out of the locker room. 3 of 3 so far.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Barrett for 3. A rebound by Washington. For Dallas, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Pass to MP. Doncic against quickly. Doncic outside. Back to MP. Fires from way outside. Toronto grabs the miss. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
Yes, the other team is feeding off that enthusiasm. You have to try and match that energy.
Now, here's quickly. 11 points for him in that last game against the Spurs in San Antonio. Doncic passes to MP. Trent against Irving. Passes it to Washington. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Ooh-wee, Kyrie. That pass takes poise, patience, and vision.
Trent against Irving. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Pass to Barrett. Here's Norrell. 5 on the clock.
And it's just encouraging to see Luka step up on defense. Must continue to bring that type of intensity.
Now, here's Barrett. Defense is right there. The pass to Norrell. Hits it from three-point range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. They trail by 1. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
You know what it is? That's good advanced scouting. They knew what they were in for, and they were ready.
Creating space, Doncic will move defenders around.
And the foul called on it. And here's Irving. A 35-point game for him in the win against the Magic in Orlando. So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. They've got R.J. Barrett. There's Boucher out there with Kelly Olynyk. Then there's Bruce Brown. And it's Abaji in at the small forward spot. Now, here's Barrett. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Spurs in San Antonio.
And not only was he creating for himself, he was setting up teammates with good shots.
Boucher with the steal. Pass to Barrett. And the foul called on MP. That's it. So it's Dallas going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And we'll be back with you shortly.
They got the Shaq seal of approval of how they went to work, moving bodies around, attacking the rim. This is how you want.
Now let's take a moment. Thanks for spending half.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
You know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
And some of it's just a mindset. He came into this game with a very unselfish approach, and his teammates have benefited from it.
The star backcourt of Doncic and Irving are out there. MP out there with Washington. And it's Lively in at the 5. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd. And the foul called on MP. Mavericks leading by 16. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. Olynyk is out there with Chris Boucher. Then there's Brown. Then it's Barrett. And it's Abaji in at the 3.
Look at these numbers. Some guys wish they could do what Kyrie does.
And the foul called on MP. That's it.
Substitution on the court.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. Here's a look at what's coming up for Toronto. On Saturday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the Boston Celtics. And then on Monday, they'll head back home to host the Washington Wizards. Josh Green's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. That's tipped. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP.
Toronto ball.
And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Here's Pirtle. And again, Toronto no luck.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Now Green. And you think about the All-Star game last year, Greg, some concern about the lack of competition. It worries me. Doesn't worry you.
Kevin, it's not ideal. I think it's worth asking what could give the players more incentive to win, whether that's money or something else we can think of.
Clock at 4. Here's Hardy. And Pirtle pulls it down. Toronto, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. And the foul called on him. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. They